driving down Railroad about to hit Newhall. I don't know how good of a video I'm getting here. It's nothing but traffic where I'm at, but and I just wanted to start getting a little footage of life. Some of the things that I pass, I hate that I can't hold the camera in my hand and share what I see with everyone else on a regular. You know, driving through Santa Clarita headed toward the freeway is actually a very interesting perspective. It's a old city. I swear to God, it looks like a movie set 90% of the time, to be honest with you. Oh man, I'm running into a little traffic. This isn't going to be too interesting. Off in the distance, you can see in the horizon, you can see the mountains. Those are the LA forests over straight ahead. Actually, it gets prettier as we get closer. So if this traffic lifts, maybe we can see a little bit more.
Use the left 2 lanes to take a slight left turn onto Newhall Avenue. In 1 mile.
Okay, so now I'm getting a little closer to the freeway, and I want to keep in mind the reason I'm doing this video is because I want to share with other people, my friends, my family, what I see every day, and I never get used to it. I know this isn't very impressive to the people who live in Santa Clarita. They're used to seeing this, and people all over Southern California are just, drunk from seeing beautiful scenery. And I'm not holding the camera, so you won't be able to see everything, but if you will, just look at the vistas. Look at what you see off in the distance. Okay? Look at the nature. And it's breathtaking at times. So hang in there with me and just watch it. The videos will get better as I do more. This is one of my first videos as far as driving. I got to get a better camera. Okay, so we're getting a lot closer now. Look, oh my God, we jumped on the 14, and now the 14 is about to merge into the 5. So if you can, maybe you can catch the signs as we go under the overpass. This is a frequent view for people going into LA, coming from Lancaster and Palmdale and Acton, going southbound on the 5 or the 14. So I'm on the 14. You might have just seen the sign say that we're going under the 5. Stay to the left. We stay to the right, we'll take the freeway, which is called the 210, which heads to Pasadena. It takes you to San Bernardino County. And man, we're very high up. You can't see at this angle how far up we are. But if you don't want to look down, you might be able to see some of the cars passing adjacent on the other side of the freeway going northbound towards Sacramento. But this is something I always wondered about when I'd see other people driving. I see videos, I see the time-lapse videos. They don't always put the freeways, but you have to kind of know where you are to recognize where the person with the camera is driving. Okay, and once again, we're going southbound into Los Angeles, California. We are in Los Angeles County right now, but we're headed toward the city. And it could be a long drive depending on what kind of traffic we run into. And there's so many different ways to get to Los Angeles, but the 5 is coming from where we're coming from. Going south on the 5 is the most popular way, and also going on the 405, which I think, let me see, I can't tell if we passed it yet on the signs. Yes, we have. So I'm getting ready to get in this traffic, but man, I thank y'all for riding with me. It's always nice to have a passenger.
And it's interesting, it's like,
look at the sky. This wasn't the most beautiful day we've had. And you can see there's a lot of clouds, and a lot of days there's a lot of chemtrails and things going across the sky. And I can tell you one thing we don't see: rain. Man, no rain. So when I wash the car, it stays clean for a while. And of course, I need to wash it up, and my windshield is not as clean as it should be for me to try to take a turn at being a videographer today. So, but I thank you for being patient with me, and just enjoy the ride. Compared to maybe your freeways, these freeways are kind of rough. They're not as smooth as the great Texas highways that I'm accustomed to. I will constantly see landmarks and things that I've seen on TV and in movies, because here we are in the city of magic, Los Angeles, California. I'll probably make another video to show you what I did that day in Los Angeles, the different places that I went. But this one is just a good reminder of what it's like to drive through California.
Hey,
you know, this traffic wasn't very bad, but I left the house a little later than the regular commuters so I could avoid gridlock. I'm going to run into some gridlock up ahead, and I'll probably stop filming at that point. But this is a great place to be. You really have to use your GPS, because if you miss an exit, oh God, it takes forever to get back to another route or to turn around. For you to get off at the next exit and turn around is not always as easy as it is in Texas. In Texas, you miss one, hey, it's okay, get off the next one and come back. But it doesn't always work that way here, because you're riding through the valley. You're riding sometimes through canyons and cliffs. You know, like when we go up in the hills. I wouldn't try to do this. I got to get a much better camera if I plan on taking you up into Hollywood Hills or Mulholland Drive or Laurel Canyon, where it's very pretty, but boy, it's hard to navigate, and there's like two-way traffic on little narrow turns. You got these sharp turns and these narrow roads, and you got people who are used to driving on them who think they're filming a movie and they're driving really fast, and you just got to be on your game. You have to drive on your A game to drive around here. And I swear, if you make a mistake, if you swear out of your lane, someone will blow their horn. Expert drivers in Los Angeles, very well trained. And remember, we have somebody from everywhere in the world. It's the most diverse place I've ever seen. People from every corner of the earth live here.
Hey Siri, call Cherry.
We're still making it down to 5.
Call Cherry.
Excuse me, sneeze. So I'm gonna post this on both YouTube, and I'm gonna post it on Facebook. I have a page called Rush Hour Adventurers. Just kind of doing a video blog of places I drive and visit, and I'm not really trying to put that on my Facebook page, because it's not really, everybody's not really interested in where I go. But this is just for those people who share a like interest in seeing places all over the country. This is mainly about Southern California, but if when I drive to Vegas, or if I drive to San Diego, if I drive to Tucson, or drive to Dallas, I'll also put video on the page. Alright, well, I'm coming to the end of this particular part, because I think I'm about to start experiencing traffic, and I know it's not the most exciting video so far, and it's going to be even less exciting in traffic. So, until my next adventure, signing off. Thank you for joining me.